Life, it's all about directions, isn't it? But directions, it's also a game. A language learning adventure for players who are willing to learn a new language while having fun and playing a game. Woohoo! It's a game that plays from 1 up to 5 players, roughly for a 30-60 minute game. And it's a fun language learning tool that is focused on movement, point-to-point movement. The goal of each game is for players to go from one starting point to an end point. Again, the game comes with 7 different levels of play, with higher difficulties, rules, twists, and different end of game conditions. But overall, you're trying to go from one spot on the board to another one. And how do you move? You move by giving directions. Each turn, the active player draws at least, you'll see, a direction card. They meet one person who's asking for directions. You gotta guide them from where they're standing to where they're supposed to be with a sentence in the foreign language of your choosing. And if successful, for each verb that you have used, you, the active player, move one spot on the board. And so on until you reach your final destination. And as I said, the game comes with 7 different levels of play, each slightly and substantially eventually different. Let's check them out.
Components. Direction cards are the core of the game. You found a lost person asking for directions and you guide them to get points. A subtype of direction cards are caution cards, inserting a road closure somewhere, making things harder. Conversation cards are either a level 6 and 7. They add a general and specific topic about which players must make some sentences. Mission cards, after level 3, they provide players for a place to be reached within normally 3 and 5 turns, becoming part of the player's score if they succeed. Meeples, juicy meeples to represent players. Road closures tokens, and when you find a traffic light, you roll a die. The core of the game is giving directions. Each player on his turn draws one direction card. There is a lost person here, a firefighter, looking for something, a place, in this case, fire station, which I see all the way down there. You have to go straight and make a left, and you'll be on the left. So, for instance, I would say, vada tutto dritto, se lo trova è a sinistra. Another player follows my step, and I did it. 2 verbs, 2 points. And I will move 2 spaces on the board. There, toward my final destination, which is all the way to the end space there. Yay! I made it! Level 2 adds caution cards. Within the directions cards, if you draw it, you resolve the caution cards and then you draw another direction card, and they block roads, like here, earthquake on 2nd Street. Woo! So you take these special caution tokens, block the road, and players won't be able to travel there for normally between 1 and 2 rounds. It's tough, but it's life. It's all about directions. There, alrighty, and there, 2nd Street, it's blocked, earthquake, there. Level 3 adds mission cards. Players don't have a starting and an ending space on the board, but they draw mission cards, and once they have completed a certain amount of missions, they win the game. As you can see, mission cards give you another place to go. For instance, here is the company, the phone booth, and they give you an amount of turns to reach the space, like in this case 2 turns, or like this one, it's combined. Go to a pizzeria and then you're home, 4 turns. Whew, tough. Level 4 adds traffic lights. When a player approaches a traffic light, he must roll a die. If he rolls an even number, perfect, the light is green and he can move forward, continue his turn. If, when he approaches the traffic light, he rolls a not, wait, that's a 6. A 6, you could, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, a not number, the light is red and he cannot move and he ends immediately his turn. Level 5 adds school zones. They are marked on the board. If player pass through a school zone, it takes 2 verbs to move through one space. Because, let's face it, you gotta drive slowly, there are children there, you know. Finally, level 6 and 7, mission cards are paired with conversation cards. To win, you gotta complete a certain number of mission cards and conversation cards. Conversation cards are structured in general topics for level 6. And at the bottom, specific topics for level 7, about which learners must say a few sentences between 3 and 4 in order to be successful. If they fail, they discard the conversation card there and try next time.
Wow! So, for instance, if I want to give you directions in French, prenez la première à droite, la deuxième, la première, la droite, la deuxième, la droite. You know what? I better play this game a little bit more.